So hello third year. In this lesson, inshallah, we will be able to understand the English terminology in media. Okay, we will be identifying and knowing so many types. So let's get started. Let's first identify what is English terminology in media. So English terminology is, or in media, encompasses a wide range of terms and expressions that are commonly used in various forms of media, including television, radio, print, and digital platform. Alright, so in order to explain this, you need to know that English has what we call a general terms, okay? And in each field, there is a specific type of terms. Like in media, okay, we have specific types of terminology. And you need to identify the differences between media terminology and English general terminology. So, from industry specification jargon to commonly understood phrases. So let's first address the word jargon. Jargon means like an accent or a specific level of language. It's not a language versus language, yet a jargon is somehow lower. Like for example, in Algeria, what do we have? We have different types or different jargons, yet we are able to understand each other. Like in the west of Algeria and in the east, there is a specific way of talking, and like language versus language. Okay, so we can understand each other, but each one speaks in a specific way. This is what we call it jargon. So the same goes with the terminology in media. There is a specific types of terminology, yet everybody can understand it. Like we say, commonly understand phrases. So the terminology used in media plays a crucial role in shaping the way information is communicated and understood by audience. That is to say, you need, and it's a must, that you understand this terminology, because it plays a specific role or crucial role. Like for example, if someone is talking to me in a specific way, I will be understanding that this guy knows how to talk in media specific, not in other fields. Okay, exploring and understanding the small differences of English terminology in media is essential for effective communication. So in order to have an effective communication, for example, you and your friend in the same department speak in a language that you don't speak with, for example, your father or your mother, because your friend in the same department can understand you, all right, and understand some terms. So interpretations and analysis for media content, whether it's foreign or language used in your report, understanding the terminology and entertaining media, or delving into the specialized vocabulary. That's the same of what I was talking about. So let's delve into the world of English terminology in media and communication context. First, and before we get started, let's identify some common English terms. Let's say media terminology. For example, let's check in headline. So a headline serves as a brief summary of an article in the main point. You and I can identify headlines. So if we have an article or a text, this article has what we call generally title, but in media we don't call that title, we call that headline. So basically, a headline is a set of words that is 6 or 7 words, okay, that summarize the whole article. Caption. A caption provides a description or explanation of a companion image or a video. Okay, caption is like explaining what is going on in this video. Okay, especially if it is in another language, or an image that giving me a small description of this image and what is the image wants to say. That is caption. A hashtag is a kind of a category, okay, that is commonly used in the social media platforms, and this category is very known to people. And finally, we have a clickbait. Of course, in the second subject, inshallah, we will be able to see so many terms in media, okay. And in this subject, we will inshallah only identify and categorize the meaning of terminology and how we use terminology in terms of media. So the term clickbait refers to a content that is designed to attract attention and encourage users to click on a link. So it is a content, this clickbait, that makes you attractive to this, okay, and this is also mostly used in social medias, and we will be seeing that in more details in a minute now. So if I have a title and this title is normal, I don't usually go directly to this title, yet if it is clickbait, right, then I will be attracted to this and go read this article. So identifying common English terms. So we are talking about common or general English terms here. So our first objective is to identify common English terms used across different media platforms, whether it is newspaper, television, social media, or advertising. English terminology permeates our daily consumption of information. So as you can see here, it is enhancing the same content, the same point that general English need, or it's a must that you know English terminology or general English terminology in order to send your message or deliver your message. All right, now let's check in the difference between the meaning and the function. Of course, every single term in media has a meaning as well as a function, okay. So meaning is to understand the significance of terms, okay. So this is very easy. So if I have a term in front of me, I need to identify or signify this term, okay. So once we have identified these terms, our next object is to understand their meaning and function within their specific context, okay. The function, what does it mean? So the function is exploring the purpose within specific context, okay. So for example, the word or the term headline, the meaning is, as we said before, it is a brief summary of this article, right? So if I have a big article, I need to summarize this article in 6 or 7 more or less words, okay. But what is the function of this headline? So the function of this headline, of this term headline, is to summarize the whole article. So if I want to start this article, I want to know what is going to talk about, okay. It is like a movie. I want to start watching this movie, so someone gives me a brief summary of this movie, so I will be prepared okay, or I will prepare my brain to observe this article. That's very nice. So the same here, the same concept, understand the meaning and function. We have identified these terms. Our next objective is to understand the meaning, okay? So we are talking about the same difference between meaning and function, and that's something you need to bear in your mind, that every term has a meaning and a function. Be careful, a meaning and a function. Okay, analyzing impact. Now, let's see what is the impact of this terminology, or in other words, why would they differentiate the English terminology or the English general terminology from media or any field's terminology, right? So now let's analyze the impact of English terminology or information conception and interpretation. The language used in media can shape our perception and influence our understanding of the words around us, or the word around us. So I will explain it again. So if I have a term in front of me, okay, and if I want to say a sentence, okay, if I say it in general English in the field of media, that way I will not be able to deliver what I really want to say. But if I send this in a specific terminology, then and only then I will be impacting the person in front of me, or people in front of me, because I used a specific kind of terms, unlike English general terms. Okay, so this is the same, analyzing impact. Okay, so for example, let's see an example here. Let's check. This is an article, all right, written by Kim Zotter. iPhone secretly sends call history to Apple, security firm says. Okay, so for example, if I am an iPhone user, I will be attracted by this article. Why? Because this article doesn't just say that it secretly sent calls history to Apple. Now, it sends me a message that it is violating, yes, my personal space. Okay, so they have to respect my property, and they have to respect my history. Okay, so they don't have the right to send these calls or this call history into any firm. Okay, let's check here. Some terminology that shapes this sentence. Okay, so let's start first with this word, secretly. Okay, that means there is a secret that has been revealed, and as you know, we as human beings, we like to reveal secrets, and we like to hear secrets. Okay, this secret is not any secret. It is well attached to my personal space or my personal property. So I need to check this and read this article, right? So as you can see, this term, only this term, added kind of fear to me, okay, and impacted me in the feeling of fear. So I need to read this if I am an iPhone user. Okay, and for example, let's go to this word here, logs. Okay, logs is well attached to our lesson. So logs is, if you don't know what logs mean, it is a set of history points, okay, that is automatically saved in any device. All right, so logs here serves the real meaning. So if I want to explain to a normal guy who is not a tech guy, it will take me a long time to explain it, but here it takes only a small space, as you can see, logs. So it serves the exact meaning of our lesson. So let's consider how the choice of words in a new article can evoke different emotions and biases, and exactly it touches here our emotions. All right, and that's the very main point. So another purpose of using terminology is developing critical thinking. Okay, our objective is to develop critical thinking skills when encountering unfamiliar English terms. So if you tell me any word in general English, I will not be evoked, okay? But if I hear an unfamiliar English term that I have never heard before, okay, I will be attached to what are you going to say, and I will be thinking about it. And this is one of the main purposes behind these terms, that it develops a critical thinking with new words and phrases that are constantly emerging with skeptical eyes. Yes. So as a conclusion to this lesson, understanding English terminology in media is essential for becoming informed in media literate individuals by identifying the common terms, okay? Understanding their meaning and function, like we said before, analyzing their impact, and developing critical thinking skills. We can navigate the complex landscape of media with difference. So thank you very much for your attention, and if you have any question, please leave me this question, and I will be leaving this PPT down with the lesson. Thank you very much.